Trigger Squad, T. Antonio, owner and creator of Trigger Devils. How are you guys doing today? I want to talk to you guys about smartphone vlogging today versus a camera called the G7x. It's a camera I've been thinking about getting for a while now. It's kind of a tried and true camera for vloggers. If you guys don't know what my setup looks like, it looks like that. It's kind of a gnarly rig that I've got. I've got the boom with the windshield on it and the GorillaPod and the lens. And so I've really been debating if I should change up my setup. By the way, I use an iPhone 6s Plus as the actual camera. And I've been debating for like over a month on what to do about updating the rig, the camera rig for the videos on YouTube. It's become like this awkward struggle that I go through because I wanna update. I think that there's definite reason to do it, and we've got a use case that we really could. There's a good argument to say that we need to upgrade. At the same time, I run a startup and it's tough. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Current setup is the iPhone 6s Plus, okay? Pros, cons. This is how I've been thinking about this. By the way, I've totally stolen this whole concept from Casey Neistat, and now that I've mentioned Casey Neistat in the vlog, I can actually use him in the tags. Awesome, that's a win-win-win. Let's get back into the pros and cons. The pros here for the 6s Plus are that I've got a mic, and the fact that I already have it, it's got an attachable mic, that's awesome. It's got a lens that's pretty good, and I already have it. Plus, I already have the phone. It's like I already have the rig. I already have the GorillaPod. Those are all good things. On the cons side, file transfers. They take forever if you're inside the Mac ecosystem, and it's really hard to just get raw files, which leads me to iMovie for iOS, which is the software I've been using to edit 99% of the vlogs. There have been a couple of vlogs that were edited by someone named Becky. She's awesome. She's part of Team TD. Thank you, Becky. Most of the vlogs are from iMovie iOS, though. This program is buggy, and I have pushed the limits. Like, the best vlogs I've ever made have really pushed the limits of iMovie for iOS, and after a while, when I start adding too much music or too many cuts, too many titles, it starts to lose track of the timing. And then there's been a couple of times my two favorite vlogs, Saying Goodbye and What's in the Box, those two vlogs had this bugginess and I had to just deal with it. So the good stuff is that I already have the whole rig. Also, it does time lapses. It's really good for time lapses. Sony G7x. Okay, pros and cons of the Sony G7x. Pros, the main thing is that it uses an SD card. I can just take the card out of the camera and put it into my laptop, and the file transfer issue is then resolved. Got a great lens. It's tried and true. If you don't know, Ryan Paul Vlogs, a ton of YouTubers who vlog use the G7x. It's pretty much the go-to camera for vlogging. So that's why I'm looking at that one. Articulating screen, which is something I've needed many, many times, is an articulating screen that folds around. That's all the pros. Cons are no time lapses. It just doesn't have the function. It also does not have an external mic. I'm stuck with the internal mic, and as you guys can see, I'm currently using this thing, and it's awesome. It's a Rode Mic Me, I think it's called. It's really, really good. I won't be able to use that anymore. We'll be stuck with the mic that's built into the camera. Not so great. Kind of a downgrade. And then finally, this rig, if I were to buy it, plus all the SD cards, plus if I need any extra lenses, cases, batteries, it's gonna come out to about $1,000. And that's where things get difficult for me. When I'm weighing both of these things, it's really tough to say that this stuff is worth $1,000 because I own a startup. I would have already bought it. If it was just for me, I would have already bought the camera. You guys have supported Trigger Devils so much, and for that I'm just always thankful. I'm gonna flip back to a normal screen. By the way, I was using a lamp for the tripod in that shot. I always like to get really creative with the tools that I can use to make cool videos and cool shots. I would have already bought the G7X if it were just me buying it. But the fact is Trigger Devils only has so much money to spend on the business to make sure that it's successful. It's not like we don't have the money. I could just go buy the camera. The concern isn't that. The concern is when my feet are to the fire and, you know, Trigger Devils is low on cash, am I going to feel great about having spent $1,000 on what is essentially a hobby for us? You know, the YouTube channel it's not really a money-making thing for us. It's just for fun. We do it for fun. And $1,000 is not a little bit of money for that. You know, I've already spent $100 here and $100 there. That's fine, but the $1,000 kind of entry point is really like, damn, I don't think it's responsible for me to sink that into this. But then it's like, on the other hand, I'm like, wow, we're making this really cool content. I really think it's gonna be, I just think that you guys enjoy the vlogs the most. And I can't make the vlogs that I wanna make with this. I just can't make the vlogs that I wanna make and I know that you guys like. So I'm kind of like stuck. And I've honestly been mulling this over, and it's become kind of like a pain point for me, not a pain point of contingency for me, because I just feel stuck between the two things, between my business and between our viewers. And the last thing I wanted to do was like beg for money. I hate that idea. Like, we are not begging for money. There's no way. We don't need to. I would never put Trigger Devils in that position. I would never put you guys in that position. I just think that that's wrong. But I started thinking about a Patreon, and I was like, like, would that be wrong to do, or would that be right? And ultimately, after looking at this over and over and over, I've decided it's okay. It would be okay to do a Patreon, and here's why. We, of course, sell Trigger Devils, and the best way to support Trigger Devils is to go and buy the product. But a lot of you guys have already bought Trigger Devils, and you may not need another pair of Trigger Devils right now. I think maybe there's some lost opportunity there. If you're enjoying the vlogs, maybe we can give you another chance to help support the vlogs, and it will directly go towards making more vlogs and better vlogs. It just seems to make a little bit more sense than just asking people to buy Trigger Devils alone. So I thought, you know what, let's just give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, it's fine. We're still gonna make videos 5 days a week. We're gonna do the best we can with the equipment we have. It's not a big deal. If you guys do wanna support more vlogs, now you have an option to do it. And that's really all that this is giving you guys another option. We'll give it a shot, and really, for the people who do want to support it, it's going to be really cool to be able to give back to you guys and shout you guys out and whatever other stuff that we can do for the rewards. It's a cool idea. So the link down below is for our Patreon. That's the pros and cons for the G7X versus the smartphone. I've done a lot of smartphone vlogging. I know my stuff. I know what the limits are. And yeah, at some point you do have to really take a step off and get into the real camera game. Think of it this way. If I have a Sony G7X in my pocket at all times, I can still time lapse with my smartphone. I still have this rig. That's not gonna go away. So what that means is that I can take all the videos that I really want to make for vlogging, and it's gonna be a lot easier for me to do, so I can basically capture more. And then if I do need to do a time lapse, I'll have my rig for the iPhone, and I can just do a time lapse with my iPhone. It would be a lot better for vlogs, absolutely. And then I could use my laptop to edit without having to deal with tons and tons of transfer times. I did buy a new light, which I thought was really cool. It's actually been really nifty, and that type of stuff is easy for me. I can just pop on Amazon and buy that stuff. So this is really kind of more of a big deal. Our goal is for $1,000, and if you guys do support it, every single dollar will go towards purchasing a Sony G7X. So there is no confusion about where the money is going. It is straight into that one-time purchase. If it goes at some point exceeds that amount, we will set a different goal, but the Patreon money will only ever go towards improving our YouTube videos. That is it. It is not a profitable thing. It's not going to be making us any money at all. It's strictly for gear to make the YouTube channel grow and be better at, basically we're getting better at making videos, and we are getting limited by our hardware, which kind of sucks. So anyway, I hope you guys can relate to the situation, and as a fiscally responsible entrepreneur, I have to be mindful and protect. My job is to protect the business, reduce risk, and create value for you guys. And this is the best way I can think of creating value for you guys without putting the business at risk. We may very well, in fact, the reason why I'm not doing it is because I'm almost certain that $1,000 if I spend it, we're going to end up needing it in something really crucial. I can almost guarantee it, which is why I haven't, already pulled the trigger. All right. Thank you guys for watching the video. I love you guys for supporting the YouTube channel. Our channel has grown so much. Our subscriber count has really gone up, and our viewership, it's cool to see it really starting to get some traction, which we all knew it was going to. But yeah, this is the next step. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave comments down below. If you guys hate this idea, let me know about it. It's okay. I like the criticism. If you guys think that this is a fair idea and it's hopefully a better way for you guys to express and appreciate what we're doing here on YouTube, because I think what we're doing is so unique and so innovative, telling a startup story and being so personal with you guys as we grow this business. I think that if you guys think that that's cool and that this is a good approach, let me know about that too. Thank you guys so much. T. Antonio out.